Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more. But I'm not going to give up and fall. Rise above the door. Need all my challenges and search for my strength. I defeat them all. I don't know who you are. I don't know.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm tackling an all-day whole house clean with me. Everything was wrecked. We had been so busy for 3 or 4 days prior to this, and so the dishes were piled up, the living room was trashed, laundry was just everywhere. The bedroom was at an all-time low, so I spent the entire day getting everything back in order, and the before and afters in this video are super satisfying, so stay tuned for that, but don't judge me for the disgustingness that you're about to see. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Lauren, and I love making videos about cleaning and decorating, organizing, all things homemaking, so if those are things that you love too, make sure to hit that little red subscribe button down below. I would love to have you, but let's go ahead and tackle this disaster. A few weekends ago, I had all my nephews over for a big sleepover, and we tore apart these couch cushions, we watched movies and ate popcorn, and we kind of just trashed the living room. So I'm still picking up popcorn kernels everywhere, and I'm trying to vacuum out these couch cushions because every time I take them off, I find more M&Ms and popcorn kernels from that night. But I think we got it taken care of today. I'm gonna pop these cushions back in, and I'm gonna quickly vacuum the love seat as well, but that one was not nearly as bad, and then we'll move on. If you missed my video last week, I decked our house out for Easter. I'll link that video below in case you didn't get a chance to see it. But I decorated that little table over there in the corner with some big Easter eggs and a little spring sign, but I decided I don't like that table there. And as y'all know, I'm constantly rearranging things in here and trying to get it how I like it. I did go to a little flea market here in town and picked up the cutest little blanket ladder. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that table out here in just a second and move my fiddle leaf plant back over into this corner like I had it before. And then I'm gonna put my blanket ladder over where my fiddle leaf plant was. And we're just gonna kind of rearrange things in here and get everything looking a lot more clutter-free. I'm one of those people where if there's just stuff everywhere, I get really just bad anxiety and can't focus on anything. So I want everything to be really clutter-free and clean and pleasing to the eye. So we're gonna get that taken care of. But I did have a bag here on the coffee table of a bunch of dish towels that I bought at Walmart. And so I'm just taking the tags off those, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in the wash. When my house is trashed like this and I know I'm in for a full day of cleaning, I love pulling up Audible and listening to a good self-help audiobook. If I'm going to be stuck inside cleaning, I may as well make good use of the time. So today I was listening to Clutter Free by Kathy Lipp. She talks all about how to live a more clutter-free life and be satisfied with what you already have rather than feeling the need to constantly want more. Sometimes it's easy to constantly want the next thing, and for me, we just moved into this house in September and I feel the need to furnish the whole thing right now while teaching full-time and creating YouTube videos, and that thought process can become really toxic and overwhelming, but she really helps get you back to square one and realize your gratitude for the possessions that you already have, which is really nice. And Audible right now has a 30-day free trial where you can get on and listen to a huge variety of different audiobooks, whether you like that self-help genre or something else. I found lots of audiobooks about social media guidance and how to grow and be effective on Instagram and YouTube. And that's also a topic that I find really interesting, especially with it being 2021. Almost everyone has some form of social media, so you may as well use it to your benefit. And a huge thank you to Audible for sponsoring today's video. New Audible members get a 30-day free trial. You can visit audible.com/Lauren Yarbrough, or you can text Lauren Yarbrough, and that's all one word, to 500-500 to try Audible today.
Even the words can sting. I wanna change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Sitting there by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay.
Now I'm going to move this plant back over to this side of the TV. Let me know down in the comments below if you're the kind of person that rearranges things 500 times before you get it how you want it. But now I'm just going to head over here to this little blanket basket corner. I have that little boombox sitting there for Opie during the day. We were leaving the TV on for him during the day, and then it would shut off halfway through, and that's just really sad. He was sitting in silence the whole day. So I picked that up from Walmart, and I did not even know it was mint green until I got it home, but how cute is that? And now I'm just cleaning up this entryway area, and here in just a second I'm going to show you my new blanket ladder. I actually went to that little vintage market to find a hutch for our little kitchen nook area, and didn't end up finding one that I liked, but I've been searching for a blanket ladder for a really long time, and I almost broke down and bought the Hobby Lobby one last week because I wanted one so bad. But I'm so glad that I ran into this one because the middle pieces are kind of like tree bark, and I feel like it's really unique and it kind of stands out from everything else that I've seen. So I'm going to throw a blanket on that, and then we're going to finish up the cleaning in the living room.
This might be right. Either you feel it or you don't. Might give it a try, yeah. Our bodies collide. Baby, you're everything I want. Let's give it some time, yeah. Somebody told me I should hit and run, but they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows but us how we roll, how we roll. Nobody knows what we got but us, but us. Let them keep talking, let them believe that they know, 'cause they don't know, they don't know, they don't. Let them believe that they know, 'cause they don't know, they.
These floors were long overdue for a really thorough deep clean, so I went ahead and vacuumed up the rugs really well, and then I'm just going through all of the tile and using my Dyson to vacuum up all of the dust and dirt.
Then we get disturbed. So many people let me know I should bounce from your world, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Somebody told me I should hit and run, but they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Nobody knows but us how we roll, how we roll. Nobody knows what we got but us, but us.
I know I've said this before, but my absolute all-time favorite floor cleaner in the spring and summertime is the Lemon Pine Sol. It smells so fresh, and I always love bringing in lots of citrus scents. If you're new to my channel, my New Year's resolution was to tackle one room every month and get it furnished and organized and clean. And with me teaching full-time and trying to make these videos in the evenings, it's really just not realistic. So I've had to kind of slow down, but I did tackle the living room through January, February, and half of March. I'm almost finished with that, and I'm gonna get 2 more chairs for this side of the living room where I'm standing, and then we'll be completely done with this room and we can move on to something else. But I am going to go ahead and tackle the office in the next couple weeks. It is full of junk right now. We have it piled high with decor and clothes and just a bunch of junk that should not be in there. So I'm going to get a bunch of containers and label them and get that all stored away in the attic or wherever it needs to go so that we can do that office makeover really soon.
Second and the third, then the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. 'Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the power.
After the floors were all dry, I went ahead and put the rugs back. And the before and after of this living room is insane. We let it get so bad. Laundry was strewn everywhere. The entryway was trashed. And so we got that all cleaned up. Everything was deep cleaned. The floors were clean. And it just felt so much better.
You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love. The things I love. The things I love, 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 love. The things I love. The things I love.
Now we're moving into the kitchen. I have a really bad habit of taking all of the clutter and decor from one room that I'm cleaning in and then just putting it in another room that I'm going to clean later, and eventually I'm going to have to tackle it, so I don't know why I do that, but I did find a place to store all of that decor. And now we're going to get this kitchen table cleaned off. We're going to wipe it down with my Mrs. Meyer's spray in the basil scent and get this area all freshened up.
Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love. The things I love. The things I love, 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 love. The things I love. The things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love. The things I love.
Now that that is done, I'm going to head over here to the other side of the table where Opie's food is. We finally got him some real dog bowls. For the longest time, he would not eat out of bowls. He wanted to eat out of the tiny little ramekins. I don't know why that is, but we finally got him to eat out of these small dog bowls. So I'm really happy about that, but he made a mess, so I cleaned that up. And now we're just going to Windex this window and get it all shined up. And here in a little bit, we are going to clean these floors, but I'm going to move into the other side of the kitchen first. And y'all, it was a wreck. So get ready. It was so bad, but we're going to tackle it all, and the before and after is all worth it. When I went to take out the trash, there was something that had spilled down in the bottom of this trash can. So in just a second, I'm going to take my Windex disinfectant spray and spray that all down and wipe it out with the paper towel. That is like the most disgusting thing ever, when something spills down in the bottom and then it starts to smell. But as you can tell by the state of my kitchen, we were living in complete disgust, so I was so glad to get this all cleaned up on this day. Now that we got the trash can all cleaned up, I went and washed my hands, and now I'm back in the kitchen. I'm unloading our lunch boxes so that I can put those away, and we're gonna get this counter all cleared off. Let me know down in the comments below if you're one of those people, when you're in a hurry, you just kind of throw stuff wherever you can find a spot for it, or if you try to stay in a routine and put things back where they go. That's another reason I really liked listening to that Kathy lady on Audible, because she was telling me all about how she has a routine and you can use 15 minutes every day to get everything back in order, and that's really the way that I need to be, but sometimes I find myself just finding the quickest spot to put something and then running out the door. Okay, I did want to share this with y'all real quick. I don't ever go to Trader Joe's, maybe once every 3 months or something, because it's kind of far away and they don't have everything that we need. But Will and I went after our date night the other night, and I've been hearing everybody rave about these ginger snaps. And so I went ahead and picked them up, and it was kind of funny because going in, neither Will or I knew what a ginger snap was, and after we found them, both of us were laughing because I thought that they were chips and Will thought that it was a candy. So when we found out that they were little cookies, we were like, what? But they are so good. Everybody raves about them, and so I was like, I want to try them. But they have real chunks of ginger in them, and they're delicious. If you love ginger, you need to try these, but they're called triple ginger snaps. And I always love the ginger salad dressing at Japanese restaurants, and so it's kind of like that, but they have it inside of a cookie, and it also has a little bit of a cinnamon flavor, so they are delicious. And then also just picked up some of this brioche bread, and we had French toast for dinner last night, and that was so good. I've never made French toast on brioche, but huge win. And you know you've let things go too long when you literally have a sticker stuck to your counter like this. I don't even think this was a sticker. It was like a little piece of cardboard that somehow got suctioned to the counter. So I ended up using the top of my milk frother lid to go ahead and scrape that up, and it worked perfectly. And now I'm just going to wipe down this countertop above the dishwasher with my Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray so that I can unload my dishwasher right there. And then later on, we're going to wipe down all of the counters.
All the girls get weaker just by looking at you. Those big brown eyes always take over the room. Yeah, you can make me laugh and cry just by being around. If heaven's door is open, it's
Comment down below which room in your house is the hardest to keep clean throughout the week. I think we can pretty well all agree that the kitchen is the hardest room. When I come home from work, I'll usually cook dinner, We don't usually eat out on school nights, and so I'll just make spaghetti or chicken or tacos, and it makes a big old mess in the kitchen. And then after dinner, I'll go work on YouTube, and Will work on his schoolwork, or he's got a bunch of projects going on right now, and we'll kind of just forget about the dishes, and then we'll realize it like really late at night when we're too tired to do it, and so we'll just leave it for the next day. And that's a really bad habit that we've gotten into. But that's another thing that Kathy lady mentioned is, you have time to do it if you'll just use time management. So from now on, I'm going to try to use 5 minutes in the kitchen, 5 minutes in the living room, and 5 minutes in the bathrooms at night to just kind of straighten things up and keep things tidy throughout the week. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it doesn't get destroyed throughout the week, that's a win.
Every word you say, every smile you fake, I let you go. It's sad to see you feeding off the feeling. Every heart you break, every soul you shake, I let you go. It's you, not me, who messed up now. Every word you say, every smile you fake, I let you go. It's sad to see you feeding off the feeling. Every heart you break, every soul you shake, I let you go. It's you, not me, who messed up now. When it's trouble in your paradise. We keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. You know just what to say to make it all okay. 'Cause I ain't too blind to see when you're in front of me. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds.
I saved all of this junk in the sink just for y'all. This is so satisfying to watch everything go down the drain. We're going to turn the disposal on and get rid of all of that. And then I'm going to wash these 3 pans by hand with some Dawn dish soap.
We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive.
I thought that we had something special. I thought this so well. I know we had the right intentions, but somehow it came to an end. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I better who's in front of me. Yeah.
Now that all of the dishes are done, I'm just going to spray down all of my countertops with the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray in the basil scent and wipe everything down, get everything cleaned up and shined up. This part of doing the dishes is not so bad. This is my favorite part. We're in the home stretch. And when I was a kid, my mom after dinner would always assign each of us kids a little chore. One of us would have to do the dishes, one of us would have to unload the dishwasher, and then the other one would wipe down the counter, and then there was one that would sweep the floor. And I always begged to wipe down the counter because that was my favorite part. But whenever you get stuck doing the dishes, that's not the fun part. That's definitely not the fun part. And also with this stove over here tonight, it wasn't as bad as it normally is, so I went ahead and just used the multi-surface spray on that too and shined it up. We're going to go ahead and finish off the countertops over here, and then we're going to work on these floors.
There you go. I get a stable. I get a stable in my bed all alone. Never know when you home. I get a stable. I get unstable.
To clean out my sink, I'm just using Barkeeper's Friend. I'm going to sprinkle that all down in the bottom of the sink, scrub my sink out, and then I'm going to use some Dawn dish soap on top of that to shine it up.
I get unstable. I push you back. I hold you close. Push you back, hold you close. Start a fight, there you go. I get unstable. I get unstable. In my bed all alone. Never know when you home. I get unstable. I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close. Start a fight, there you go. I get unstable. I get unstable. In my bed all alone. Never know when you home. I get unstable. I get unstable. I get unstable. I get unstable. Push you back, hold you close, start a fight, there you go. I get unstable. I get unstable.
I hear you breathe, but I can't see if you're right here next to me. Something's
I always love to take a paper towel and dry out my sink after I clean it. It always shines it up so nice. And now that we're done with the dishes and wiping down all of the counters, we're going to move over beside the laundry room. I had dumped out a huge sock bag, and comment down below if you have a sock bag in your house. These socks probably have matches right here in this bag, but I just don't come over here often enough to sit down and match them all. We're just going to throw them all back in the bag for now and put them back in the laundry room and get this area vacuumed up.
because you're acting like a volcano, tending to be my savior. Nothing you do can save us, because you're acting like a volcano and make me feel outrageous. You keep teasing me, but you're nothing
I'm just taking my Dyson to vacuum up this whole kitchen. We're getting all of the dust and dirt sucked up. And here in just a minute, we're going to come in with our lemon pine sol and mop everything down. And I did want to mention that I love all of that natural light coming in the back of our house. But whenever it comes time to film, it's really difficult to get good angles where the lighting is not terrible because everything is so backlit, but we're rolling with it. I love the natural light, and it was nice and sunny on this day, and the sun was about to set, and it was just gorgeous. And I cannot wait for the weather to get a little bit warmer so that I can open up all of the windows when I'm cleaning.
see. This is not thinking real life, it might just be I try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. It's the right time, you feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I won't.
And now for the before and afters of the kitchen. Oh my goodness, y'all, this kitchen was absolutely trashed, and I'm so glad that we got it all back in order. Hopefully we can keep it this way for a while.
Out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every.
All right, now we're headed into the master bedroom. I'm gonna go ahead and tackle all of these clothes. Some of them were dirty, some of them were not, so we're gonna take care of that. I also don't know what possessed me to do this, but I took off our duvet, all of the duvet inserts, and our sheets, and I washed all of them separately. And we're gonna put all of those back on our bed here in just a second. And if you've not seen the duvet trick on my channel before, I'm gonna show y'all that towards the end of this video here in a few minutes. And you don't wanna miss that if you have a duvet, because it will save so much time. But right now I'm just going around and hanging up clothes and cleaning up clutter. We had a shoe disaster on this day, and the main problem here is that this closet right here is Will's, and I have it all organized, but my closet is back in that office where we store all of our decor and clothes, and it has just gotten way out of hand. And so I quit storing my clothes in there just because I couldn't get in and out of the door. That's how bad it is. We're gonna get in there and tackle that in the next couple weeks, and you will see. But I've been just kind of throwing my shoes in Will's closet just to store them for now until we can get that office figured out.
If I want, let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it, you can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. You don't have to hide it, baby. Let your head down, be a little wilder, baby. Kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your.
Okay, so for this duvet trick, what I do is I turn my duvet inside out and lay it flat on my bed. and then I line up the duvet inserts on top of it. And I do use 2 duvet inserts. I got them both from overstock.com for like 25 bucks, so it was $50 altogether for the inserts. And I have to lay them perfectly on top of this or it will not work out. So I line it up with the duvet, and then once we get it all lined up, I go ahead and tie down all of the corners.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that.
Once I get all of those corners tied down, I just roll this up like a burrito, usually about 2 or 3 times, and then flip it over and pull that duvet to cover both of those inserts. So it was inside out, and now you're folding it right side in. And then you're just gonna roll it out and it'll turn out into a fluffy, beautiful duvet cover. I absolutely love this trick. Let me know down in the comments below if you've tried this since watching one of my other videos. I've had a few people message me on Instagram saying that it's wonderful and that they did not want to ever have a duvet again until they learned this, and this just made it so much easier. So definitely give it a try if you have a duvet. It may change your mind about duvets.
Maybe I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight.
Here in just a second, I'm going to show y'all a before and after of the bedroom, which is just as satisfying as all of the rest of them. This house was trashed and it felt so good to get everything cleaned up. But thank y'all so much for clicking on today's video. I hope it gave you tons and tons of cleaning motivation to go and tackle everything on your to-do list. And y'all don't forget to go check out Audible and see all they have to offer. I know for a fact that with every month you get 1 free audiobook and full access to their Plus catalog, which is full of Audible originals, podcasts, and lots of other fun content. And all of that information will be posted below. But thank you so much again for watching, and I will see y'all on Sunday with a brand new video. Bye!
Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.